Carissa Pavlika, TV Fanatic. Nice to
Hello.
meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Mike, what kind of changes can we expect from David now that he's taken his vows?
Well, I guess I can only compare it to David thinks that the priesthood was going to give him so much more fulfillment and so much more happiness and even more purpose than he already had. It's like being a made man, right? You're part of the mob. You're an official made man. And I think there's a bit of a letdown for him. I think there's a bit of like, oh, not exactly what I was expecting, although I kind of saw it from the outside, but it doesn't feel like I quite thought it would feel. So I think there's a bit of a letdown for him, and so psychologically he's going through that in the first few episodes, and he's looking for something to get him, excited again about the priesthood. And I think that comes in the forms of night terrors and in the form of the entity, this duality, this dual life, this secret agent feeling that he gets from working for the church, within the church, and keeping secrets from his colleagues. So I think that is what is going to be interesting about the third season. But the priesthood in itself is a bit of a letdown, because day to day, if you think about what they do, at some point it's like, okay, I did how many weddings? I did how many confessions? I mean, how many? It's like being a therapist. It's almost like an inexpensive sort of very, speed therapy session. It's like you come in and you don't really offer much. You just have to listen to them and sort of absolve them of whatever those sins are, keep it to yourself, and then let them go. It's a very strange sort of thing that you're doing, but that's what your day-to-day could be like at times.
And Aasif, Ben is continually being challenged, his beliefs or his lack of belief. How long is he going to experience these things before he starts to change and question whether or not he's on the right side?
I don't know. He really is coming up against, things that he can no longer explain. He's really having difficulty maintaining a certain level of sanity in the world that he understands and knows, But I think that's what's so great about the writing in the show, is that we never take the obvious path in this show. We always seem to subvert expectations. So as he goes forward in this quest for sanity, I don't know which way he's ultimately going to end up going. I'm curious myself, like, where is he going to finally land? Because he's really searching for his own truth and trying to confirm a truth that he implicitly understands about the world, and he keeps coming up against like eyeballs popping out of toilets and doesn't know what to make of it. And I think he's been so submerged in this world with David and Kristen that I think he needs a little bit of air. He needs dry land, and that's what's so great about the beginning of season 3, where he finds he sort of goes to his sister, and his sister helps him sort of just find equilibrium again, and sort of find things and people that make sense, and things that he can relate to in his own world. So it's really about finding his own sanity and finding dry land for him. And I don't think he really will ever believe that he's on the wrong side of it, but I think that challenge is what makes the character so interesting to play. That constant challenge of how do I defend the rational world in this ecosystem that we've created,
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.